So the caretaker of this apartment that I'm living in is asking for the rent. Yeah, just come back again, and I think, and he's asking for the money, like literally. Okay, what do I mean? Like he's pressing against the issue. You have some balance, and usually in this apartment you pay upfront. Like you pay upfront the money, like in 2 months before everything. Now, since he is asking for the money, and I was planning to leave this week, or move out this week, this really seems like a good outing plan, or even a good exit plan. In fact, it has suited all these conditions that I have even thought of. I was wondering, how will I tell my roommate that I'm moving out? It's like, ebu chill kidogo until this time is well. Okay. Now, I'll tell him he can't be able to pay my amount because we had agreed for I pay 1 month or even 2, and him 2. Okay. So that being said, I'll say that I'll not be able to, and that will be a really reasonable or even a reasonable plan to just exit. At least it makes logical sense rather than living just for the sake of it. Okay, I know I'll get some resources to help me move, but really that doesn't matter. So ideally, that is what is happening. After I did today's doing today's diary, this is what happened. Yeah, it is there by afternoon. I might be moving in that direction. Anyway, as I was saying, this seems like a very brilliant idea of exiting. Like, it sounds so good. It is very convincing. Yeah, I know for a fact that I'm not supposed to be leaving this house. Okay, I came here for a reason, and I think that reason, I got it. I came here for us to disagree and live in a very, in a kind of environment that will force me to get out of my comfort zone. Okay, and I started trading forex, and that's when I even my genius was activated at that point when I knew about forex. So I have fulfilled what I came for. Okay, I got what I came for, and it's now time to exit. It's now time to find another apartment to live in. Of course, alone. It might be even rebel. I talked about this. It might not be the apartment that I was looking for. Although I'm not sure, but let me just wait. I know answers will be revealed in a good time, or even in the right time. I really right now don't have to worry. So I'm going to the library right now to just do some things here and there. Probably even creating pins about that Excel course. I might even GG, go to GG, start selling services. So that being said, so that's all for now. I think this will be the start for tomorrow's diary. I'm a bit energized after today's diary that I have recorded just a few hours ago. So it's about how what's the time? 15:34. And by the way, I've observed something as I was coming. So I was moving out of the house when I was on the road to this place. They say sheep that was giving birth, and it has just given birth while I was, passing by alone. It feels amazing. Even seeing the sight is amazing. Anyway, This will be for continuation for tomorrow. Ebu hold it. Ebu hold it. Hold it. Okay. I'm looking for a place to silently or even say things loudly. Okay, this might go for just almost 3 minutes. If I cross the road on the other end, six 6 minutes. It's no comfortable space here. There are people all over. There are people all over. Yeah. Now, it's a bit safe. So, I was saying, yeah, I just came across this sheep on the side of the road that was just giving birth. I was like, wow, that is a marvelous thing, because I had before actually some steps or even some few meters before I had just seen that sheep, because I had noticed that it was a bit, how should I say this, it was an at ease, it was an at ease, okay, like it was moving, It had a couple. Okay, there were several sheep near it. I was like, why is this the? Why is this one moving? Like it has a bit, you know. It is like it is worried. So I saw the sheep moving around. Okay, let me check what is happening because. So notice. Little did I notice that there was some legs and something that looked like a head on the on the vulva or vulva. It's called vulva. Yeah, the external part. Like they were a bit exposed. I was like, hiya. I just encountered a sheep about to give birth, and it has just given birth while I was standing there on the side. It's like that's amazing. God is amazing. Like any sheep can just give birth just like that, and I'm the one who had witnessed it. Anyway, God is good. God is good all the time. Yeah, and God is extraordinary. Anyway, I end this diary here. Otherwise, to say the least, I'm about to take an exit. Okay, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it came at the right time. But anyway, actually the continuation is for tomorrow. Okay. And I feel tomorrow is going to be a big day. There's something that is yeah, something great is about to happen. So yeah, let me continue for tomorrow. Actually, today's diary sensitive. This is yesterday. Whatever. Now we have another day. Yesterday was a day of confession, by the way. It was on 6th March. Yeah, 6th March. A day of confession. To both, even at home and even at here with my roommate. Yeah? It's like, don't want to think about you. Because once I start, I'm gonna make up scenarios. Bro, and you're gonna. Even I just try as much to limit whatever I'm thinking about. So as to avoid your scenario. Once I start attracting things to me. Now, yeah, it was a day. I was a full guy. I didn't even notice. I was playing a scenario. So, yeah, whatever I talked about when I was in a blue shirt the other day. Yeah, whatever I talked about yesterday, I addressed it. Although I didn't see any, the person didn't receive that. He didn't give details. However, I know they had fixed issue. So yeah, I need not talk about that. So let me just refrain from talking about some things. Now, see, I said that that's the last video that I'm going to do. That is about anyone around me. Yeah, that's the issue. So, in fact, when I was actually saying all this, I didn't feel anything emotional or even at this anger that is pushing this thing. I said it so casually. I even wondered, okay, and it was me who said these things very casually, without even getting angry, even getting frustrated for it. You know, yeah, yeah, I did it so casually compared to last time when we disagreed. There's a lot of emotions and anger in that disagreement. So even fixing things. Now you have I have another issue to address. Okay, I don't know. Actually, the wind is blocking my audio, and I am feeling like, yeah, I need to sit down. I need to sit down and just relax. Now, I think today I'm going to trade, simply because now the caretaker is all over my he's on my neck. He wants his rent, and since he wants his rent, this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to go back to trading, however with a very conscious mind. Remember the mistake that I did the other day is just joining at the wrong time when the graph is still there, or even it is in. Remember, it was a new pair, and I didn't know the techniques behind that, or even the mechanics. Therefore, I didn't do proper calculations and even analysis. So that is what led me to making the mistakes. I was not really aware or even prepared for that. For about AUD and AUD JPY, yesterday I got some $5, and it was $5. However, if I could have pumped more money before the margin call, I think I could have gotten about $10. However, that doesn't, I'm not chasing after losses. You cut your losses and go. Okay, and since I learned my lesson the hard way, I'll therefore continue with, I'll therefore continue. I'll therefore continue. Yeah, I'll continue in the proper way, with my proper head, because right now I don't have money to waste. Honestly, I don't have any money to just waste around. I have a few cash, and there's a likelihood that I'm going to place my trades with only $10. So it's going to be one trade or even two trades. And my timing, I'm sure it will be good. My timing is definitely a good thing. Now, as I even plan to place a trade, as much as possible try to discover volume, how to trade volume, who is affecting the market. I'm gonna do some research and even analysis. So I'm planning to go back right now, do some laundry, which sounds again, I don't know how much time it will take. In fact, I've recorded this diary very early. It's about 8:59. It's about 9. So by 10 I'll be done. By 11 I'll be done even doing the house chores and even washing the clothes. After that I go to the library, objectively to do something specific. What is that something specific? I'll go to Fastbull, this website. I'll try to figure out how I can see whoever is buying this pair, Canadian JPY, to see the volume. Yeah, to see the volume. If it rise now, this is a new class. In fact, a very new concept that I'm trying to introduce. Try to understand who are people pushing the market, and how does that affect my trades. Okay. Now, the idea here is I don't want to just trade blindly. I want to ensure that volume understanding volume and the graph simultaneously, and even how they affect each other is key in this. Okay, that's the skill that I'm looking for today, because there are some people in my TikTok feed, and so far too, they keep on talking about, please don't look at the charts. Okay, don't look at the charts. Look at whatever is underlying and is pushing the market, or even is making the currency, or even the charts go up and down. Yeah, it makes sense to just learn how to read the markets, or even to analyze charts. Yeah, fundamental, new analysis, not fundamental, but technical analysis, which to me, even in the first place, I was not comfortable doing this. Like, I was like, okay, but then I don't. Let me just confess this. When I was getting to learn forex, I even decided to go to YouTube. And from our conversation with Ben here, I think here in this tree, he told me that you can trade two ways. There's the fundamental, which is actually the news that is all over the the screens, or you can trade technical, where you just analyze your charts. You place this here, your Fibonacci nini, your rectangle, all that. Like, okay, fine, fine, fine. It's all okay. It's all good. I don't have any issue with that. However, with me, I'm like, I'm not going to that direction anymore. Yeah, it was a mistake that I did very, unknowingly. And something that you won't, anyone, all forex trader will tell you is that in their first time they believed in their strategy and they made profit. They really made profit. And in that regard, they started having confidence. Confidence in their strategy. Which, by the way, after doing the mistake, I saw another video talking about no strategy is 100% guaranteed that it will give you profit. Yeah, it's that easy. This is a news that, okay, this is something that I could have been shown before I did the mistake. However, I learned from it. Every trader must make losses. That is inevitable. Lads, if you ever hear a trader, a forex trader, saying that he hasn't lost, definitely he's lying. They are lying. They are definitely lying. Hey. If there's something that they are doing, is lying. So I've made my losses. It's now time to just set things right. I have promised that I will pay the caretaker next Saturday, which I know anyway. There's a likelihood that even tomorrow I might be out of this house. But even that Saturday, I might be out. I might pay that 2,000, but I'm not here for long, by the way. I just want my own space, honestly. I want my own space, doing my own things in my own way, I just want that. I feel comfortable in that space. I was actually thinking of liquidating my assets right now. The table, the chair. It was like, by the way, I will just be patient, kidogo. The mistake that I did with the GBP USD. You feel the urge of doing that thing right then, but on a second thought, hold your horses. Hold your horses. So I'll still continue, I wanted to sell you this table. I don't know why. I feel like doing it. But anyway, it's okay. I'll figure out. I know. Something come up. Now, something that I should say. I finished the book. In fact, I finished writing the main content. of this book that I'm currently writing. Yesterday I said, oh, you know what? I'm not going to push this book any further. Let me work on it right now. So it's my now a job to finish it. In fact, okay, the images have been generated correctly. What else is missing right now? I think the main content is good. Only I need to change a few of the content in between. It needs some renovation up and pale, fixing so that it suits the daily human life. What I mean is, so as to suit the 3 course meals in for a human every day. So I'll try to as much as possible to tell people, okay, you can try this for breakfast. This has breakfast ideas. This has lunch ideas. This has snack ideas. These are supper ideas. Yeah, such things. So therefore, you're likely to get So after that first book, I'm going to the second book. And remember, I'm learning InDesign. Tomorrow I'll be busy like shit. Write the introduction, talk about sugar. In fact, resonate with people. Tell people, okay, you have been suffering from sugar. Let's understand what is sugar and where it comes from. Yeah, that's what I'm going to write. I don't know if it's good to engage other people, but I'll give my thoughts to AI and it will write for me whatever I need to write, or even that needs to be written in a conversational tone so people understand. After that, see, it's now writing the book and putting it into a design. Okay, putting it into InDesign. InDesign is a software for creating books. And now after that, so it's now figuring out, okay, I don't know where. I was hoping to outsource some labor here because I honestly need some outside external labor. And for external labor, I mean people who are experienced in crafting or even designing book covers. These are not doves. They look like seagulls. Seagulls. Is it seagulls or even seagulls? So ideally that is what I am up to right now. Just write the book, complete it. In fact, write the introduction today. As I'm even planning to yesterday, okay, I promised yesterday that I'm going to create an account, a seller account in Gigi. I don't know what happened, but I was not able to create simply because I was working on this project that I have. I can finish it. I felt like finishing it, and right now it's complete. The images have been rendered correctly, all of them correctly. So that's the work that I was doing in those 3 or 4 hours that I was in the library. Of course, I had some connection issues in the library, internet connection, and it was really continuing to delay the process. However, I managed to. In fact, it caught me even in the middle of it. I got back into the house and I continued to generate the images. And right now, everything is A1. And even I was trying to fix the issues in the ingredient or even in the recipes. Also, like there's no sugar syrup, there's no honey, because I am not recommending any form of sugar in these recipes, because that is what will bring the diseases. And that is what I'm going to explain in the introduction chapter. How I'm going to curate the introduction to match my title of the book, How to Slaughter Diabetes 5 Minutes a Day. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I want to connect two different worlds to prove a point, or even to anyway. It's okay. I know what to do. Although it could have been better if I outsource my nini, but it's okay. So I'm gonna write that chapter. It's gonna be about, I don't know, 5 pages or something. Yeah, backed up by even statistics. There are people who are with diabetes. If you check their meals, you're likely to find that 90% of their meals is made up of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is, as a result, when broken down, it results to the sugars. Now, what is sugar? Sugar is that particle that is either glucose, galactose, or even sucrose is a compound sugar. It is disaccharide. The 3 monosaccharides, okay? And those monosaccharides are still the same content found in honey. So ideally, when we are talking about blood glucose sugar, it's about anything that will result to the 3 carbohydrates. Be it sugar, be it syrup, be it carbohydrates, be it anything that has got to do with carbohydrates and sugar and even cellulose, all that, wheat, anything that is of seed nature, wheat nature. Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, so it is more, in fact, I'll even talk about what are the effects of using this. We have talked about the sugar. What will be the effect of taking that sugar to the body? I will talk about now. The body starts to get enough glucose, and enough glucose means enough resources for the cells. If it becomes too excess, you're likely that, I even drive this point using stories. At some point, someone is given too much freedom. What do they do with it? They become spoiled. That is cancer. So basically, that's my approach to that introduction. Then after that, I'll convince these foods that I'm going to recommend are good for you because they don't have much sugar. However, I'm not to say that. I'll even say that, in fact, it is not a requirement for you to eat sugar or even carbohydrates. The body, in fact, I'll even put this into perspective. The body can even manufacture glucose for itself. Eat more fats. And by the way, this is a book that, it will take time, by the way. I see a lot of because there will now be another chapter where I'm talking about, you are going to blend some things. There are things that you are not going to get in this recipe that you will not found in your local area. You can purchase them from Amazon. Okay, by the way, this will be after I've almost completed the book. In fact, when I'm editing the last time, that will be the part that I'm going to include the affiliate links. And remember, I'm doing this very intentionally, very deliberately. I'm gonna create a new page for that. In fact, after posting something, and test the links if they are working, and even put QR codes. This way you can get the items that I've used in this book. If you are not, I'll tell them people like that. if you want to get your own things, just purchase from this purchase your things out of this link or even this QR code. And yeah, I know I have a longer game to play, or even a longer business plan to play or even to do. So that's that. So ideally that's that. So what do we have today? My mom, some minutes ago, my mom has just called me and told me, yeah, someone made a confession. My dad made a confession. Yes, now he said it clearly. No wonder, by the way, I was wondering, why did it reach a point? I think it was almost at the same time. The same time last year in 2024. I noted rent delayed. My rent for the house that I was living in. This is actually rooms. In fact, it was actually before I transitioned to go to room 6 achievers. This is what happened. I noted January was good. The rent was paid very correctly, and even in due time. February, and then in March, I noted there was a delay. Okay, I assumed it. On April, I noted, okay, this ain't normal anymore. I noted that the rent was not paid. In fact, it was paid, but it was a bit of a struggle. In fact, March and April was a struggle a bit. I noted that. And on May, that's when things went haywire. I didn't receive any money for my rent. From my dad. I was like, okay, something is definitely up here. Something on inside is something has gone, something is wrong. I told myself, okay, it's fine. Maybe if I wait a bit longer, I might receive, I might be sent that money for rent. On March, that was on April, that is in May. In June, when my Mandamano was still happening, and now the landlord has come, and that's why I decided to run away. I decided to run away because there was no rent. I haven't even received any rent this year. It has been all, you sort yourself. You figure it out. You are a big man. So it's okay. I don't have any issue with that. But now he made a confession that he entered into a deal with someone. Yeah? And there's a likelihood that he alikopa. What do you call kukopa? Like he took a loan. He took a loan, and every time he receives his monthly salary, some money is deducted from that. That's why there have been some imbalance somewhere. So that's what I received. That's what I got to know. It's all good. So I know why I haven't been receiving the money. And as a man, I'm wondering, by the way, it's good to talk. However, there are things that you need not to keep to yourself. Hey, you just say, I took a loan. That's why their things are a bit, a bit shaky right now. Anyway, I agree. Anyway, so today I have hopes that I'm going to make some, successful trades. However, I'm not going through the usual approach. I'm going to study what is volume, where can I get volume, or even know where banks are placing their 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 bet in the forex, or even where they are placing money. That's where I need to know, so that so as to know where I'll get there. So I should follow these people. Whenever they make a move, also make a move, just like them, like trade like the banks. That way, you are guaranteed that profit will always be flowing. As much as there will be some losses here and there, because there are times that people make moves so that they make people react, and they benefit from that. They benefit from their, from your dip. However, it's keeping a good mindset is what matters in forex, and being disciplined. This is what I've noted. Be disciplined. If you're going to take 3 trades for a day, please take these 3 trades. Take these 3 trades and you just leave. Don't look for any other. Like, okay. In fact, I usually place 1 trade before I went out of line. I noted I used to place 1 trade only in the multiple positions. Okay, like the same trade, copy pasted. Are you getting it? The same strategy, the same positions that you have taken using the same strategy, multi in multiple positions, so as to earn even more profit from that. Let's say you have seen that this strategy is going to work. Okay, this strategy is going to work, and it's going to help me get me about even $2 or even $3. Why don't you open 3 more so that it gives you $9? That's really what I'm talking about. So in fact, I'm very aware of what I'll be doing today. Just get into the market when the graph is that high. It is at its climax, because and don't mix up. Yeah? George FX. I learned this from George FX. You definitely make losses, and okay, not losses, but not a strategy is not will not guarantee you 100% win. Yeah, take that to the bank. I'm continuing with my own strategy. I'm still trading Canadian JPY. The reason why I moved from that Canadian JPY, it's because the market had consolidated in a way. It was therefore limiting what I'm doing. And remember, today is Friday, so by Friday, by 11 a.m. I should have closed all the trades. I don't want to wait any longer. Hey, there's a person who is approaching me on the other end. He's looking at me in a bad way, with very bad eyes. So I'm not going to hold my trades longer than even 11:30. That is if it is too late. Okay. Kuchoma? Sijaona mtu hapa. Hapana. Oh, huko labda uende huko nini? Kwa zile miti. Kuna nyumba pale. Kuna ingine pale hivyo. Kwa hizi miti ziko hapa hivi. Utaona nini? Moshi hapo.
Ni nyumba ya Masanje?
Hiyo hapo. So yeah, I'm not going to delay any of my trades further than 11:30 p.m. So that means I'm targeting, I don't want much by the way. I just want, how much? I'm taking 2 positions, considering that I'll input almost 1,000. 2 positions is about, if it goes too well, that's maybe $6. And on Monday, if everything goes good, I'm targeting almost $8. So by the end of tomorrow, let's say on average, I'm no longer targeting 22. That's okay. Let me just do it. Let me just continue gathering money. Since I lost it, right, I could have placed all those targeting 22, but I've learned a lesson. Just place at minimum 2. Yeah, minimum. Like, just place 2 trades. It gives you $80 or even 6. Fine. Just get out of the market immediately. Don't even think about gathering. It's about discipline right now. I know I want more money, but yeah, discipline is key. Okay? Because I know my strategy works, and it's going to guarantee me about $8. Now the other Friday, I got 2 graphs, or even 2 climaxes, where I joined in and I made. I don't know how much I made. I think I made 11 or even 12 USD. It's all okay. So long as I continue to follow that strategy, because it's working and I have assurance that it's going to work. Because looking at the graph, the Canadian JPY is a bit predictable. Once it reaches the maximum, the climax is, I'm betting now on going down. No, I was like, by the way, I'm thinking of taking buy positions. But for a bit, I'm like, hapana. Don't even think about that thing. Don't even think about that shit. You continue with your own strategy. Don't try manipulating other things. Now, let's say on average, I make every day 6 times. Let's say 5. That's $30. So next week, I'm targeting 30. If it will be more, fine. I embrace it. I embrace the blessings. Yeah, because the market will have favored me. However, I will never again trade any other currency if I don't have proof. If I don't have, assurance that the market is going to that direction. Sawa. Yeah. Just work with your brains whenever you're trading Forex. Stick to one strategy. Stick to one. Until you are comfortable with now moving with others or even combining with other strategies. Right now I'm also, trading fair value gaps because I know they work all the time. Except for you, GBP USD. Well, there's something that happened. Of course, at its downfall, GBP USD. If there's something that I'll enjoy. When now the USD is gaining strength. I'll make money out of that thing. Again, I'll have studied it. But let me practice with Canadian JPY. Okay? Right now, I've actually healed from my losses. I feel like I've healed. Considering that I'm handling many things at once right now. Right now, I just don't want any relationship. In fact, I just want to assume that I am single. Not in a bad way, but right now I just want to assume that I'm single. I am single. Okay, I don't have a GF right now. Not that I don't, I do, but forget it right now. Yeah, let me handle the nini right now. The things, the book, everything. I don't know. I have this certainty that this book might be completed tomorrow, and on Sunday I'll be working on the book cover, and probably Tuesday or Wednesday I'll have published the book. I wait for 72 hours, or is it 48 or 72? 72, so that it will be published. It will be published. It will be published. It will be published. So that it will be published on Amazon. I might even actually sell this book on another place that usually sells book. It has a name. I keep on forgetting the name. It is usually mentioned in some places. Anyway, it's all okay. How I'm going to market this book, bro? I my life my life depends on that. Because I know I'll have some outcome out of this to market. See, as long as the book is offering value, I know people will purchase it definitely. So that is not a worry anymore. Neither is it a bother. Neither is it a bother. It's not bothering me. It's more of yeah. So that's that. Let me just basically say that. So I'm done with the forex issues. I'm going to place a trade, but very strategically. Hey, I want to join the market at the right time and make my $6 or even $8. If it will be more than that if the graph will go further down and it will be patient enough. But right now, just learning how to leverage or even how to control your patience. Yeah, don't want too much profit. Again, just take less. So I know the Canadian JPY has come back to normalcy, and I'll never again trade any other, in fact any other currency except from Canadian JPY, because I've seen the crazy markets moves. So the reason why I went off my course is because I wanted profit for that day. However, the market had was a bit consolidated. Yeah, it had this nature of consolidating, so I didn't have any, I didn't have good position to place my Anyway, I'm playing the long-term game. I'm still actually, hey, there's something that I've not said. Okay, yesterday I went back to recording my Excel content. Although it needs to be done professionally, I feel like it needs to be done professionally. Just have a sit down and start talking about Excel in a professional manner. So yesterday I talked about something else. Was it from Saturday? From Saturday to today, yesterday, it was on Thursday. Almost the whole week I've not done Excel content because I've been focusing too much on Forex. Yeah, it is a bit messing me up, my knee up. I think all these things are just happening to just help me to balance out things. Whenever you place a trade, just be confident that it's going to go through. However, just quit. After placing your trade, I know it will always take some hours before I see some movements, downwards movements, some further downward movements. And that's where I'm like, okay, I need not to focus more on the charts, because once I place my trades, I'll sit there and watch my trades. Once I suspect any wrong move, no wonder stop loss and take profit is there. That tool. Anyway, it's all fine. So today place 2 trades. You're looking for $6, probably even 10. That means 5 for each. Yeah, 5 for each, and I'll be comfortable with any. And don't use, yeah, don't go out of your course. Okay, be disciplined. Don't dig further when you're in a hole. Yeah, that's my plan. Today's plan. Today's a bit calm. I don't know. At first, there's no wind that is coming to this end. I even can't see myself. So, what else? What issue do I have again to talk about? Yeah, so I hadn't finished the nini. So he took a loan and he's still repaying it. Therefore, I have to find myself in that position. Now, I think I also need to address this. Now, there is my GF who has been silent for a while. And, I've noted this, this character that is coming out in a way that, okay, do you know whatever you're trying to show me? Okay, but I understand her because she's not aware of that. Maybe if there's something that we'll always agree on, is just keeping our own spaces. Like me, I'll respect your own space, and I respect, you'll need to respect, and I expect you to respect my own space. Now, she keeps on saying this each and every day. Yeah, and I see this a lot from her. She tells me that sometimes she just doesn't want to interact with people. For her to distance herself with people, she tends to not even communicate with other people. That includes includes me. I noted this and I was like, do you know? In as much as you'll try to limit my interaction with me, do you know there's one person that you can't avoid, and that is me. You can't avoid me. You cannot avoid me. It's because I matter to you. There's a reason why I came into your life. However, for other people, you might do that, like try to limit your interaction or even your friendship. That's why you have a few friends. She keeps on saying this. That's why I have a few friends, because I try to limit my interaction with people. I'm like, okay, let me just give you time. One day you'll discover kumbe I conform to that. Like, may respect your own space, but don't do things without communicating. If you're going on a break and you don't feel like talking, I understand that, but however, just give me a sign. Give me a sign to tell me, okay, right now I need my time alone. Yeah, and probably even tell me that I'm overstepping. I'll stop to even overstep. I reduce now. In fact, I decided, I'm not going to call anyone. Neither am I going to text anyone. Let me just cool off. Let me just give her time to go through the moments, her moments. Yeah, that's what I decided. It's because also I don't want to overstep. So I'm holding my nini position somewhere. I am just patient with her. Let me just do it. She texted me yesterday and I didn't feel like even texting her back. I was like, Sasa. Anyway, you feel like revenging, but in a good way. You don't want your space, okay? Sawa. I will not intrude into our space. Let me just keep my distance. In fact, I don't have any plans to text anyone today. Text as if you don't feel like, you're not there. Because you're not receiving their person 100%. Why should you give her your 100%? But again, this is not for revenge. This just, yeah. If you want space, I'm going to give you space. Like it's that simple. Now, um, yeah, I think I'm done. I'm a bit done. So ideally, that's what I am after. That's what I'm doing, by the way. I'm done. It's 49 minutes, 49:49. Yeah. So let me go. Allow me. Okay, allow me. So I'm going to do some laundry, wash my clothes because, yeah, I'm running short of trousers. Yeah. By then I needed to purchase one, but I really don't need to right now. I might even be looking for now. Anyway, there are many things that are happening at once, and you know, by it, try as much as possible to just. Oh, I am hanging. I am hanging. My meaning is a bit hanging. By the way, do you note? I noted this when we were having one of the calls with my GF. She said this very unconscious. She was not aware of this, but however she revealed whatever was in her mind. She tells me, I think she said that she has been limiting. Okay, she has been having these intentions to just keep a distance from me, which is good. But there's one thing that she said. Yeah, distance makes the heart go fond, or something like that. I was a bit okay. What I think by the having communication is something that is, is going to solve many things. I'm gonna seek some clarity of these words that he said to me. Okay, I'm gonna ask her, by the way. Okay, this is something that I want to ask her from her. Do you want me to keep my distance? Because me, I'll give you a distance. In fact, a good one. Now, the other day I talk about this might go for long. The other day she tells me that she's not sure that we are in a relationship. Okay, I think I'm making some assumptions. She probably does. So yesterday it happened that unconsciously I thought about it when I was in the library, or when I was working in the library. I was like, by the way, why don't I tell her? Okay, we have been living, and we have been living like friends, and it reached a point where we got so intimate. I assumed that you became my GF. I asked you as once, and I've been treating you as one. Although to you it sounds like we are just friends. Okay? Now I come to you now to ask you again properly. I'm asking you to be my GF. Yeah. You figure out the best words that you can use to bring her into the box. Into the box. Into the box. Yeah? To make her even. You must learn how to brainwash. The art of brainwashing. So you're gonna do that. Like, tell her, okay, we have been friends, and since we got intimate, things haven't been the same way as me. I assumed that we are just BFGF. However, that is my mistake. I didn't ask you, and I haven't asked you. Yeah, figure out now how you gonna ask her. Okay, will you be my GF now? Will you be my GF? Like, make it very simple. Admit that was a mistake. I assumed yeah. I think I got this answer. I was like, where did it come at that time? I was seeking for an answer for that. I was like, I started thinking, okay, how can I approach that in that very an unexpected way? However, I figured it out. And I also noted. Okay, I really need to ask her these questions, by the way. Is it that you want me to just go? Because I think I just want to hear from you. If you want me to go, I'll keep some distance. However, just be careful of what you are processing in your mind. Because definitely, she's able actually to capture that. She can't lie to me. There's something that she can't, it's lying. She can't lie to me. Now, I'm done for the day. 56 minutes. I think I'm gonna have a talk with her so that we solve this issue of. I think you have started to keep some distance. I'm not comfortable with that because, again, I also know how to keep my distance. However, you are doing this for revenge. And if there's someone that you can't avoid in your life, is me, because I'm the right person. I'm your soulmate. Yeah, I'm your soulmate. In fact, you are right soulmate. So if you think that you're going to escape me, you'll try to run, but you'll still meet me there at the front. You're going to run. Where you are running to, kumbe niko huko, nishafika huko. So yeah, I'm gonna communicate this with her because this needs to be settled. It's like she has started to sideline me. I was the main character, Toka. Ever since I made that call. But then there's a specific call that I made and she was angry. I don't know what we talked about. The next day, or even that, when I watched the movies, I told her, goodbye, let me watch some movies. I noted that she posted something, and that's why actually I noted some. Okay, there has been some changes. When you are treating, I noted that I made a mistake, and I'm going to confess this. Anyway, this is between me and her. Please, leave Nini alone. So I'm gonna confess, and I'm gonna admit that was a mistake. I was like trying to tell you that you're not important. A movie is what is important to me right now. That's why she placed a wall, and I need to address this. So because I don't want this to go for long, I just want to, we have free interaction with her. Because this I'm being sidelined. I'm like, it's fine, but be careful of that move. I can decide to revenge, and my revenge is very sweet. Oh, yeah, we need to settle that. So, she's a person who is mature, by the way. I said this the other day. She's older than me with, is it 2 or even 3 years? But I don't consider that because I consider her maturity as something that I can relate with. Since I'm even beyond my age. How I think, how I reason, it's actually beyond my age. Now, let me end this diary here. It's 59 minutes, and I don't want to go more than one because I need to compress the video. So remember, I forgot to talk about this. No, I made a video. By the way, something that I've noted: if you don't admit mistakes in a relationship, and you don't note that you have made a mistake, you're likely each and every time you create a barrier between you and your partner. If you don't admit to your mistake, by the way, if I'm sure if I'm going to bring that issue out, she's going to confess some other things from her end. And now it's now time to figure out how you going to remake your friendship or even your bond, because that for a moment I think it's where it all started when I said that let me watch some movies, good night. That one statement was enough to just make her even overthink about things. Hey, if there's something that you need to do in any relationship, is understanding that women are just like children, like makosa kidogo hivi, my storage is running out. So remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, it will be on a Saturday. Adios.